pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led out by a guy who's done just about everything you could ever imagine to do in this league, the great Tom Brady.
It's been a lot of fun watching him develop in his career. But that will to win, he's had that probably since birth, and it transmits itself throughout his entire ball club. Watching him play, it can be an absolute joy unless you're on the other team.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Brady. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. On play action, it's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot, and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now a play fake. Brady. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the 4-time Pro Bowler and 2010 Comeback Player of the Year, and that's Michael Vick.
One of the most unique players in NFL history. You remember the snappy left-handed throw, the ability to break a play wide open with his legs, absolutely dynamic, explosive, and rarely ever caught from behind.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Double slap.
Vick operating on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Brady going to throw. Pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Peyton. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. We're scoreless after 1.
We're going to win this game. Trust me, guys.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. Brady, as they face a difficult 3rd and 12 coming up. That's to his running back, complete.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And all the way down to the 42. And a huge play that time. 48 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that can spark a big burst right here.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 27 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rod Woodson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not sure I've seen a better all-around athlete than Rod Woodson. I mean, he was at Purdue at the same time I was at Tennessee, and he was obviously way better than me. His last game at Purdue, the coach let him play both ways. He played 137 plays that day. Returned punts, kickoffs, had 10 tackles on defense with a pass broken up and a forced fumble, and 236 all-purpose yards on offense. And they kept the old Oaken bucket by beating Indiana in that game.
This is Mostert.
Oh.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. It's Hill, complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And they'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Brady to throw. That's caught by his running back, Dillon. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Hill on the return. How about this? He takes it all the way back. No time, no flags. A punt return touchdown and a stunning end of the first half.
And they kicked it to him. They kicked it to him. When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Sorry, Holt. Good game. And I got tackled. Right there.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Oh, shit. I have to move
this one taken just inside the 10. And there he goes again. Touchdown. He goes 91 yards on the kick return. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So how about the game he's having? He had the punt return earlier for a touchdown. Now the kick return to balance things out.
And oftentimes, guys who are on punt return and kickoff return, many of them are the same guys. And they're devoted to a return guy who can break big plays. And when that happens and they know it's there, they're going to block that much harder and be that much more skillful, as well as utilizing his talents. And this is what you get. Punt return, kick return, a huge game.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Safety Brian Dawkins earns the tackle for loss. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Peyton. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I said go for it.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Let's see if I can return it. Oh, I don't think
Watch out for him on the return.
Or maybe I won't. Oh, I'll get close.
34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
That first guy, I think I could have swerved him. Yeah, that guy. I didn't think I needed juke.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll run it with Jacobs. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Get it in.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
Oh, he's mad. Oh, bro, he said you're gonna get fired if you don't play. Oh my gosh.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
And this is on the MVP.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Second highest one.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw again on second down. Brady. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. To throw is Brady. Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Try to get a quick stick or a fumble.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Oh, bro. Oh, there.
They'll run on first down. Dillon.
Oh, God.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on second and 3. Brady. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Come on, Dawkins, let's go.
On first down, Brady. Slant route, caught by Edelman.
Oh, no.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
Oh, no.
Second down and goal. Brady, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. This is third and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame him for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame him one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on,
oh my God,
why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We know these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's got a first out and more inside the 30. Michael Vick, he's going to go. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it to next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Throwing on first down is Brady.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
T. Brady and Bosa. Yeah, no one open, so we had to get the sack. No, boom.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So, man, right there. Dog hits. Playing the game. Nobody? Highlights. Tyreek. Yeah. Did it end at night? Oh, that's Night Train Lane.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
Michael Vick. Yeah. Alright. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Oh. Wow, how did I get that? Oh, my weekly, daily tasks. I guess. What is it? Power up. Team of the week. Garbage. Silver garbage. Team of the week. Power up. That one. Small X. Oh, okay, my number's going up.
All these trophies, what do I need any more for?
More
check the
for.
stats up. You can check the scoreboard. Check the stats. Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss? Let me find
just
out.
check.
My team bowling, you look like you
What?
need a timeout. I'm a star
kidding me?
in the clutch. I'm a shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind.
Oh my gosh, just kicked me out of Ultimate Team. I hate when it does that. Anyways. That's one of those glitches where it kicks you out on everything. Alright.
I'm a star in the clutch, I'm a shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown.
Broadwood, Patil, Justin, reeled out, in the field out, in the field goal, You know, my boy, we got that Redux Johnson. Took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go. Bro, he should be like a fullback. Raheem. My son. Kevin Winslow. Got my grind now. Game on. Took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. Was that Kyle's juice check? Juice check. My big. Anyway, got another grade. They like to know me, cause I'm going big, going big. Anyway, got another grade. They like know me, cause I hear you below, turn up in the Facebook. And it's gonna be like a lineman. Bring the lines in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a fine in. Upgrade. So, let's see, how many cards does he have? One. He the only reason why I'm not get violent. Two. Cause he gave me patience. Swear it all makes sense. 5. And there's 85 speed. Kidding me? Not that fast. Carrying sucks too. Going big, going big. Alright, way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Kicker. Upgrade him as much as I possibly can. Oh god. This is my punter. I'm not upgrading him. If I had what you call it, I'd freaking upgrade him as much as I could. Or code down, let it family. Where's my kicker at though? I have a terrible kicker. Oh, I just. Marlon Macton cell. I can't upgrade him? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna sell you for 4K for her. Going big. Oh, I got another credit. I guess I'll hold on to all these cards for now. I'm gonna look for a power-up Adam Vinatieri. Oh, that Marlon Max sold like instantly. What the heck? I could sell all of them for coins then. Those are 86 market salary, so I could probably sell them for like at least. Look, that's too high. Maybe like 4K. Quentin Dunbar, he can go for like 2K.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. I want to jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milkers burning my dome like turbulent air.
I think that guy's sold already.
Look at my nipple, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, it's a vessel alone. They showing me
God,
my city.
I
They say
don't
hippies.
know
When I think you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jaws. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part. I'm LeBron. Rings to the team. I'm Jackson and Hall. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Water walking to the top. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Water walk to the top. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS another loss. GPS another loss. Who do it better than me? Vision on 2020.
I'm gonna max you out, my guy. Yep. Oh, shoot. Alright, I have to be wise with that last one.
Determination, laser focus.
Keep going. Keep fine with this. And let's see if I. Alright, let me use that. Yep. Alright, now I have a good kicker. Clutch kicker. Focus kicker. Boom, baby. And I got another ability. Clutch kicker. Boom, baby. I don't like the Patriots, I like the Colts. I like the Colts better than the Patriots. That's pretty dope. Alright, if I pull any more people up to sell them because I'm down on trading. Oh, like what's the number sold already? Gosh! I love this game! Okay, that's the best as I can hit you with it, or I can hit you with it. Hey! I can't be touched and I can't be scared when I'm in a monthly. Madden time on the suckers. So why you wanna contest my team is so hard. My team is legit. Man 20, Snoop Dogg. Alright, I'm gonna play this guy on Legend. Cause last game we dominated. Let's hope the power don't go out again.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, The Coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and our home team. With that, let's get you out to Silicon Valley, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, as we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right. We're playing
with Charles Davis, as always. I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Not make you go.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw is Murray. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route.
Get in there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Let's go. What you gonna do, boy? Get off me, boy.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Press the heck hard. He seems only like a 79. Don't be mad. I'll have you guys on Legend. We're gonna zone it now.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it.
Oh my gosh.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. From the gun, Murray. The quick slant cut. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. The underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He's cracked. He's checking crack.
Here's Michael Vick. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
Press, please. Exactly what I need.
A first down throw coming for Vick. Wide open receiver complete. And touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed pass like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
Lock up, please.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On third down, here comes Jacobs. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
And we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Fielded just inside the 20.
Oh, I turned this. No!
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Can't do no more picks, though. I don't know why I do that pick.
First down, Vic. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He is going to find Hill here. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. Now Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they're headed to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you're all looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew away where the blitz was coming from.
There he goes, right side.
Let's go.
Touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 43 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
You guys ain't catching up.
Fielded about a yard deep. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And out will come the offense as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go.
Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Vic. There goes a deep ball. And it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. That's taken at around the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Try to do something.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. up 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
We're gonna get this.
To throw, Vic. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right? And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Fallon is trying to kill everybody. Fallon likes to kill the running back, so I'd watch out for him.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Julius Peppers. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Another try after the first down sack. And Murray. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Stupid out
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jacobs. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. He'll return it from the 6. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Partner, the old rules about not fielding punts inside your own 10, those things are way out the window, aren't they?
Yeah, they say put your heels on the 10-yard line, but when you return it, maybe your coach doesn't say anything to you, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of special teams coaches, if they've got a special guy, they'll say, okay, you can go to the 8. But this one, he really had some guts.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what's happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays to move it.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Don't snap the ball.
Murray now on first down. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Murray going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And
Wow.
Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Now Murray again. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Come on, here. Come here. Come here.
Three receivers to the left, 1 to the right. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Here's Murray.
No, oh, let's go.
And that will be incomplete.
Yes.
They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
That was a good game. Oh, what the heck? Oh. Oh, I'm level 99. Yeah, give me that. How much was it? 100,000? 10,000. I'll take that. Solo 5 billion tackles. Oh, yeah. Where's my guy, bro? Where am I doing? Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Stay packing, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be back some songs. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. On the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in 3. Wins come in 2. Cash comes in 1. Throw it up, celebrate the news. I do a good job. Pull up. What's his hit power? Oh god. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got your own. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right hand catch with the left touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. 1, 2, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Mike Giver, 1 foul. Just to tell her it's 1 now. How come? I need rest. No recess in my schedule. Mommy used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates
seen a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mattress. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. No, they thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They check second to 10. Hey.
Oh man, dude, I wish I had you, Max. Alright, probably gonna end the stream. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next stream. That'll probably be in a little bit. I don't know, but anyways, peace.